Good afternoon, Year 6, and welcome to the lesson on our new focus for our rainforest topic, the country of Brazil. So today we are going to be looking at different features of the country, where the country is located, and the tourist attractions, and then I will explain what your task is going to be. So before we start, what do you already know about Brazil? Have a think for a couple of minutes, pausing the video, and then move on. So, where is Brazil? Can you identify the continent that Brazil is in? It is located in South America, so well done if you located it. And there it is. It runs in the continent of South America, and the equator runs through the northern part of the country. So you can see the line of the equator going through the northern part, which coincidentally is where the Amazon River and rainforests are located. So the Amazon rainforest is obviously, as we've talked about, the world's largest rainforest. 60% of the rainforest is in Brazil, and the Amazon River, which is the world's second largest river, runs through the country. Brazil's capital city is Brasilia, but its biggest city is Sao Paulo, which has 12 million residents. So even though the capital is Brasilia, its biggest city is Sao Paulo. So there's the Brazilian flag there, and it is full of symbolism. So the green is to represent the tropical fields and forests. The yellow is a reminder that Brazil has lots of gold. And the blue celestial globe contains 27 white 5-pointed stars that positions in the exact same way they are in Brazil on the night sky. And then there is a white band that says Ordem e Progresso written through it. And this translated in English means order and progress. Okay? So if we look at this is a map that shows the physical features of Brazil. So the Amazon River, okay, is here. And then all of the smaller rivers coming off it are called tributaries. The darker brown area are the Brazilian highlands, and they're the mountains. We have lakes in certain areas. We've got the coastline here, and then along the coast is the Atlantic Ocean. And then there are various islands on the map as well. This just shows the population of different cities in Brazil. So obviously Brasilia has 2 cities that have a larger population, and it's sometimes forgotten about as being the capital. A lot of people think it's Rio de Janeiro, but it's actually Brasilia. So Brazil's rainforest, you should already know quite a bit about the Amazon rainforest. It's the world's largest rainforest. It also the ancestral home of around 1 million indigenous people, and they are divided into about 4,000 tribes, each with its own language, culture, and territory. It covers over 5.5 million square kilometres, and it's nicknamed the lungs of the planet because of the rainforest produces more than 20% of the world's oxygen. 50% of the Earth's animals and plants live in the Amazon, which is a lot. In that area, 50%. And 60% of the Amazon is in Brazil, and we've already covered which other countries it is located in. So Brazil's biggest river, so this says the river's source is in the highlands of Peru. So the start of the river. The Amazon River then travels through Ecuador, Colombia, and Venezuela before entering Brazil and flowing into the Atlantic coast and into the Atlantic Ocean. It has tributaries that flow into other countries, and the length of the Amazon is about 4,000 miles. Okay, and 20% of the ocean's freshwater supply. Okay. There are no bridges at all across the Amazon River, across the entire 4,000 miles. So industry, these are sort of the main jobs that Brazil are famous for. So logging, which causes obviously an issue with deforestation, which we'll be going into. Mining, fishing, and agriculture. All of these industries are sort of forming a threat to Brazil's diverse environment, but we'll be looking at in later lessons. So here are some of the tourist attractions. So a lot of people argue that Brazil has everything a tourist could want when it comes to being a top tourist destination. It's basically got something for everybody. If you enjoy relax along the beach, then there are 7,500 kilometres of white sandy beaches along the coastline with tropical islands as well. If you like a bit more of an adventurous holiday, you can visit things like waterfalls, wetlands, endangered wildlife, the Amazon rainforest, the Amazon River. And there are also things like Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio, the Igaku Falls, which is a waterfall in the Amazon River. You can visit a carnival if you like a party. And then there's Pantanal, which is the world's largest wetland. Here, which you can read in your own time, are some more key facts about Brazil. So what you're going to do is you are going to obviously digest that information, go back and pause the video and read it as you need to. And in your purple theme project books, you are going to produce a persuasive leaflet to try and get people to visit Brazil. So I have set out how I would like you to set it out in your books. So you'll have across the top a title, which I put Visit Brazil Now. You can change that if you like or use that. You have then got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. Okay, so you need to measure along the width of your page and split it into 3 equal sections with dotted lines. So if the length of your page was 45 centimeters, for example, so the width from one side to the other, you would measure 15 centimeters, draw the dots, measure another 15 centimeters, draw the dots. But you need to check what the measurement is and split it into 3 equal parts. Okay? Then in your first section, you're going to have 2 rectangular boxes, one that covers about 2/3 of the page and one that covers about 1/3. In the middle section, you're going to have 1 big section. And again, you can use these colours for the borders of your boxes if you want to. And then again, on the right-hand side, you have a yellow section and a green section. Okay? So when you've done that, these tell you the sections I would like in your leaflet. So you've got an introduction to this wonderful country, tourist attractions, the Amazon rainforest, Brazil's biggest river, and more amazing facts. And you're going to use the information in this PowerPoint to help you. On here, I've given you some persuasive phrases or language examples that you may want to include. You can also research your own. So we've got, in addition, I would like to tell you, undoubtedly, in fact, also, and furthermore, and surely, as sentence starters. Then we've got amazing, magical, beautiful, majestic, relaxing, awe-inspiring, unbelievable. And imperative verbs, which are bossy verbs, which are a really good type of verb to use when you're trying to persuade somebody. You've got to try and use them in the right way, not come across rude though. So we've got book now. So you can have don't delay, book your amazing trip now, or book now, don't delay. Brazil is only a flight away. Okay, so you've got a bit of poetry there. Then you've got you must, then you've got whisk your family away, and you've got buy your trip via. Okay? On here, I have given you a waggle of the sort of level of writing I would expect in each section. So you can use this tourist attraction 1 as a guide, but when you do your tourist attraction section, you will need to innovate mine. So it says, undoubtedly, Brazil has everything a tourist could want when it comes to being a top tourist destination. It has something for everyone. If you love a relaxing beach break, then you could spend your holiday relaxing along the beautiful white sand beaches and tropical islands. The coastline of Brazil is 7,500 kilometers long, so you are spoilt for choice. Furthermore, for those that prefer a more adventurous trip, then you could visit inland Brazil. Here you will find many natural wonders, including waterfalls, wetlands, unique and endangered wildlife, and the untouched beauty of the wild Amazon rainforest. And I've just put here, Remember, your task is to create a persuasive leaflet in your theme project books. Finished? Send me a photo to mark it and then move on to the reading comprehension task. There are instructions on YouTube. I would not expect you to get this finished today, okay? Enjoy.